Attention, passionate Dallas Cowboys fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East, and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Dallas Cowboys' path to another championship run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before we dive in, if you're a true Dallas Cowboys fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and fellow Dallas Cowboys fans. Let's get to the news. Now, folks, if you've been paying attention to the NFL landscape in 2025, you know that the Dallas Cowboys have been at the center of a lot of discussion, especially when it comes to their early season struggles. And honestly, it has been one of the most confusing starts to the season we've seen in recent years. Coming into this year, expectations were high, and the team looked poised to make a serious run, but things haven't quite gone according to plan. With a record of 2-3-1, the Cowboys are sitting in a strange spot. They actually one of the better teams on offense in the league, which is a big positive. The offense has been firing on all cylinders, moving the ball efficiently, racking up yards, and putting points on the scoreboard. And this is a huge but, their defense has been a completely different story. It has been an absolute nightmare trying to stop opponents from scoring, and that's raising some serious concerns among fans and analysts alike. When you look at this defense, it is clear that the problems are multifaceted. First, the injuries have hit hard. Key players are out, and that left the secondary scrambling to fill gaps. We're talking about the absence of some of their top defenders, including Trevon Diggs and Daron Bland, who have missed significant time. Without those star players, the secondary has struggled to maintain its footing, giving up big plays and allowing opponents to move the ball at will. And without a dominant pass rusher like Parsons leading the way, the pressure on the remaining defenders has only increased. It's like trying to patch a sinking ship with duct tape. It might hold for a little while, but eventually something's got to give. Now, the defensive coordinator, Matt Eberflus, has been at the center of much of this discussion. After a less-than-stellar stint with the Chicago Bears as their head coach, Eberflus was brought in during the offseason with high hopes that he could turn around this defensive unit. But so far, it has been a tough road for him in Dallas. Despite his reputation as one of the NFL's sharpest defensive minds, the results have been underwhelming. It is important to remember that he inherited a roster dealing with injuries and some gaps in talent. But even so, the defensive struggles have persisted. Fans and critics have been calling for explanations, for adjustments, for anything that could stem the tide of points being scored against Dallas. And here's where it gets interesting. The owner, Jerry Jones, has come out and spoken publicly about Eberflus and the situation. He has expressed support for him, emphasizing that it is still too early in the season to make any drastic changes. Jones has a lot of respect for Eberflus' background, a guy with years of experience as a head coach and coordinator, with a resume that includes some successes and some setbacks. Jones pointed out that Eberflus has been around the block, that he has seen many sides of NFL coaching, and that it is important not to jump to conclusions just 6 games into the season. That is a lot of context from the owner, and it signals that, for now, the Cowboys are willing to give Eberflus some time to turn things around. Now, I know what many of you are thinking. The calls for Eberflus to be fired are only growing louder. Fans want answers, they want results, and they want to see that the defense can tighten up when it counts. But Jones' stance is clear. It is too early to panic, too early to make a change. He has been around long enough to know that NFL seasons are marathon, not a sprint. And he has also pointed out that Eberflus isn't a stranger to the team or the league. He has been here for 7 years, and his experience is a valuable asset. So, for now, the focus is on fixing what is broken and trying to get the defense back on track before the division race heats up even more. But of course, the big question remains, can Eberflus get this defense to gel? Because if they don't, the Cowboys could be looking at a long, frustrating season. The NFC East is no joke this year. The Eagles are stacked, the Giants are fighting hard, and the Commanders are showing flashes of potential. Dallas needs a defense that can hold its ground, especially in a division where every game counts. The upcoming weeks are critical. The Cowboys are set to face the Washington Commanders in Week 7, and that is a huge opportunity for them to prove that they can tighten up, that they can be the dominant unit they're capable of being. Looking at the bigger picture, it is important to remember that the Cowboys have a storied history of resilience. They've faced tough starts before, and with the talent they have on offense and the potential on defense, there is still hope. The coaching staff, including Eberflus, will be under immense pressure to find solutions. Whether it is scheme adjustments, player rotations, or simply more time to build chemistry. The Cowboys need to show improvement fast if they want to keep pace with the division leaders. This season is shaping up to be a real test of their mental toughness and ability to adapt under pressure. And while the defense has been a concern, it's worth noting that the offense remains a bright spot. They've even been able to move the ball effectively, put up points, and keep games competitive. It's a classic case of a team that's strong on one side of the ball but struggling on the other. If the defense can shore up its issues even slightly, the Cowboys could very well regain their footing and make a serious push down the stretch. But that's easier said than done, especially when injuries and inconsistent play are involved. It's a juggling act, and right now, the Cowboys are trying to find that balance. What's fascinating here is the way this situation will unfold in the coming weeks. The NFL is unpredictable, and coaching decisions can change rapidly if results don't improve. However, for the moment, Jerry Jones' support for Eberflus indicates that he is willing to see this through, to give his coach some time to work his magic. Whether that patience pays off or not remains to be seen, but it's clear that the Cowboys are in a wait-and-see mode, hoping that their defense can click, that their players can stay healthy, and that they can turn the tide before the season slips away. Now, looking ahead to Week 7, the Cowboys face the Washington Commanders, a divisional game that's crucial for their playoff ambitions. It's a chance for Eberflus and his unit to put everything together, to show that they can stop the bleeding and start creating turnovers. The game will be a litmus test for the defense's progress and for the coaching staff's adjustments. And if Dallas can come out victorious, it could be a turning point, a sign that they're heading in the right direction. But if they falter, well, the pressure will only mount, and questions about the future of the coaching staff will intensify. In the end, this season for the Cowboys is shaping up to be one of the most intriguing in recent memory. There's talent on both sides of the ball, but execution and health are the keys. The defense's struggles are well documented, and the coaching staff is under scrutiny. Yet, the resilience and potential are still there. It's all about how they respond in these critical moments. And as fans, we've seen this team overcome adversity before, and with the passion and support from the Dallas faithful, there's still hope that they can turn things around and make a deep playoff run. So stay tuned, because the story of this season is far from over. The Cowboys have the pieces, they have the talent, and now they need to put it all together. The next few weeks will be decisive, not just for the playoff picture, but for the future of the coaching staff and the identity of this team. Whether you're optimistic or cautious, one thing is for sure. Dallas Cowboys fans are some of the most passionate in the league, and we're all eager to see that star shine even brighter once again. Let us keep the faith, support our team, and see how this story unfolds. Because at the end of the day, this is what being a Cowboys fan is all about: hope, resilience, and the relentless pursuit of greatness. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Dallas Cowboys news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let's continue with the big reveal. And now, Dallas Cowboys fans, I want to hear from you. What is your take on this defensive situation? Do you believe Eberflus can turn things around? Or do you think it's time for a change? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the future of this team. Remember, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Dallas Cowboys news. We're in this together, and no matter what happens, the love for the star never fades. Keep the hope alive, keep supporting your team, and let us see where this season takes us. Because if there's one thing we know for sure, it's that Cowboys Nation never gives up. We keep fighting, we keep believing, and we always stand tall, because that's what being a Dallas Cowboys fan is all about. Thanks for sticking with me, and I'll see you in the next video, where we break down everything you need to know about our beloved team. Until then, stay proud, stay loud, and go Cowboys.